Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Redout II, running on the PlayStation 5. Okay, where were we? B-Leagues? B-Leagues. B-Leaguered. I don't think we have any new stuff, so... Nope, okay. Gotta learn the jumps. That's so hard to manage sometimes. Oh my god. And I wish the camera wouldn't nose up with you. It's like, I don't need it to do that. Not in that situation. I needed to keep the camera lower. Yeah, new library. Oh, well. I guess it's fine. Oh, this is one of the old tracks. Recognize that. Holding durability means impact resistance. Also known as heat dissipation. Chi-chi. But am I doing the same one? I think I am. No point in that one I got first. Oh, I have to select them myself. Oh, okay, I thought I did it on its own. First, it's just way out there. Perfect time for my nose to find a piece of lint. Ooh, squeaked on by. Oh, well, and gold is hard to reach. Ugh, every single time. Got the Lunaire.
Luxury, speed, and controversy. The founder, Giovanni Ricciardi, descendant of Eva, used to say, "The ordinary flee the past and chase the present, but the exceptional drive the future." Such poetic language from the family that almost annihilated humanity.
Switch launch state. Yeah, that was Fast RMX. Yeah, Fast RMX. That's a sequel to just that game on the Wii U. It's called Fast. Strange enough, they did also have Redout II, the first game on the Switch, which I think most people, me included, thought was impossible. It just ran at 30 frames, but it was still good. You know, as long as you just didn't realize, ignore the fact that there was a next gen version out there that ran at double the frame rate. Where's the ship? Oh, it's over here. What the heck? Yeah, but I really like this series. Out of power range? Out of power range. Oh, okay, so I can't even use this ship. Why would they give me a ship I couldn't? Why would they give me a ship I couldn't even use for the next race? This one's interesting too because they have what they call boss laps, and so they basically combine every single track in the series into one long track. It's a pretty cool concept. Oh, and I maybe I'll do a little like a tiny little stream later of the Steam Deck on the one player mode in Street Fighter 6. The name escapes me on what mode it's called, but it basically runs at like half the frame rate. You know, the arcade mode is fine on the Steam Deck for Street Fighter 6, but as soon as you do that one player mode, that career mode, I mean, it just completely tanks the frame rate. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you cut the graphics, it just cannot hit 60 frames. I mean, maybe you have to turn off VSync. But yeah, it's you definitely don't want to play that one player mode on the Steam Deck. You'll have a terrible experience. There's an option in there to limit the that mode to just 30 frames, but I don't even think it can hit 30 frames. I mean, it runs pretty slow. So I have to play that mode on my PC. Steam Deck just can't cut it. At least not at this point. It was surprising to see, even when we tried it that launch night. I mean, it just crashed the system. It just crashed the Steam Deck, so I couldn't even load it that first day. Other than that, though, I mean, the game's incredibly fun. A lot of people playing that game. I mean, ultimately, I won't be able to main Cammy. As cool as she is, she's just... It's like such low damage that she does. Like super quick and agile, but very low damage. And I do notice people playing like the larger characters in that game. I mean, I suppose at some point in time I could get good enough to play against other people with Cammy, but in the initial crop of players, I mean... Playing against Zangief or Manon, it's real tough for her. Oop. Oh, damn. That was down too far. Yeah, MotoGP comes out. MotoGP 2023 comes out soon. So I'll play a ton of that. I actually really like racing games. Especially on these modern consoles. Didn't like them so much when it was the 16-bit era. Unless they were arcade games. And I like bike games when they, you know, for any motorcycle games, you know, motocross or just like a traditional circuit game. But boy, I tell you, I am not a I'm not a bike nerd. So the downforce and the, you know, and any sort of anything to do with the actual building and mechanics of a bike, I'm like, I don't know. I just push the gas, hit the clutch, hit the brake. That's about as much knowledge as I have. You know, letting air out of your tires on certain kinds of tracks and surfaces. I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. I think MotoGP is more arcadey, so. And we're getting MotoGP Ride 5. Manx TT Isle of Man 3 just came out, but that's an open world game. That's no fun. Yeah, MotoGP. That's coming out in next month, I think. It may be 2 weeks or so. I'll double check. But yeah, MotoGP they skipped last year. But they are coming out this year, 2023. There's also an F1 game if you're into the F1s. If you want the, you know, the very, very realistic sim. What's this, arena race? I have a tough time with those realistic sims, which is why you never see me play Gran Turismo on this channel. Even though I know that's a really good game. I just don't want to spend like a ton of time tinkering with my car. Yeah, if you like racing games, I mean, it's been rough. All the stuff that I mean, the pandemic caused a lot of games to get delayed. So basically, this year is racing games like crazy. We've got racing games like crazy. We've got fighting games like crazy. You know, Street Fighter 6 just came out. Mortal Kombat's coming out. Open world games, you know, Zelda's came out. Starfield, which, you know, who knows how that's going to work out. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Not enough thrust. All I can say is, you know, I don't think I'm going to buy every single game. I think it'll be too rough. Like, I think I'll do MotoGP, and maybe I'll do Ride. I think it may take some convincing to buy Ride. Oh my god, again. Oh, Jesus. That's a rough jump. You can't see the bottom of your craft. Yeah, so in between all of those games, I mean, there's like not enough time. I'm only squeaking in a little bit of time for a Redout because I got up a little earlier this morning. And I didn't have work in the morning. We didn't have anything scheduled. Otherwise, I wouldn't necessarily have time to enjoy this game either. Yeah, and the new MotoGP looks really good. They also a couple months earlier they released Supercross 3, I think. I don't know. It's the one that Red Bull sponsors, and I had to skip that one. Much as I love Supercross, I was like, I just can't afford. Just can't afford to buy this right now. Maybe deep discount, I'll buy it. Then I want to say another in that Drift series is out too. We're not getting Dirt this year. We got Grid. But I think they're skipping Dirt for this year, which is too bad, because Dirt 5 was a ton of fun. I mean, Codemasters, I mean, I guess they can only make so many games. But, you know, I guess we just need to ask for overtime in order to get all these games. But even if you buy every single game, I mean, you're not going to have time. Those career modes are, you know, super deep. You spend, you know, many, many hours trying to go through a career mode. Racing games are notorious for long career modes. I mean, not like an RPG or anything, but still. And then when you do buy Street Fighter, I mean, you'll probably sink quite a bit of time into that one, I would guess. And they'll patch it constantly. Oh my god. You know, we'll get a steady stream of new characters. You know, hopefully they don't screw it up like Street Fighter 5. Capcom's been on a roll lately though, so hopefully, you know, they learn their lessons. And me, I play a lot of Monster Hunter, so there's a ton of Monster Hunter content. Dragon's Dogma, a new one's coming out. Although that might end up being next year. I don't remember if there was a release date on that one. All I can say is, thankfully, Nintendo is not like... I mean, what they got coming out? Pikmin? It's like the only thing they have coming out for the rest of the year. It's like, thank God. There's so many games. Oh God, I can't remember what the name of the Supercross game is. Here, I'll look it up. But last year's Supercross game was pretty good. Yeah, Monster Energy Supercross. Oh, sorry, it wasn't Red Bull. It was Monster Energy. Monster Energy Supercross. Again, that's maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea to play a game like that. Yeah, I pre-ordered Pikmin as part of that Nintendo what game certificate or whatever, where you can get 2 games for $100. You know, versus the $60, or in Zelda's case, $70, right? So I actually saved more on Zelda than I did on Pikmin. Pikmin's another one of those games too. It's like you play that game for like a long time, and then you get a little burnout, and then you come back to it later. But yeah, I can't imagine. I don't think Nintendo announced anything else. I mean, there's going to be some Pokemon out there, but it's likely I'll skip that, whatever that is. I haven't really been into Pokemon for a long time. Oh, I haven't played them since the PS2. They've gotten significantly better. Those Supercross games. In like the PS4 era, they completely sucked. I mean, they were absolute garbage. But the last one they released on PS5 was pretty good. Something about that PS4 era racing game, I don't know. There's like a lot of failure during the PS4. But again, you know, I mean, if I hear anybody complain about having nothing to play, I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta be kidding me. Maybe there's like one specific genre out there that doesn't have a release, but that doesn't supersede, you know, the hundreds of games that are available every year now. I mean, it used to be like the RPG genre was real starving, but yeah, no longer the case. Final Fantasy comes out soon, although that's not an RPG anymore. Baldur's Gate 3 finally hits consoles, and that's huge. They just did the expansion to Divinity 2, which is a multiplayer turn-based RPG, just like Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, tons of stuff to play. They just released the Etrian Odyssey trilogy. Although the first 3 games are not like, I don't like them as much as 4, so I skipped that one. No impressions on Etrian Odyssey, sorry. It's $40 a piece anyway, unless you want to buy the combo pack, where you pay $80 for 3, so you save $40. But I don't know. There's that murder mystery game, Rainworks, I think it was. Same guys who made Danganronpa. I think that's scheduled for this year too. All this, and you know, it'll take me a couple more weeks to finish Zelda. I mean, we got too much to play. And I only play when I'm streaming, so generally it'll be like maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, which is a lot still. I mean, it's a lot of game time. But then I don't do anything else. So on days where I have chores, mow the lawn, take out the garbage, whatever, socialize with real people, that's even less game time. Oh yeah, Katamari. You know, I've already played a lot of Katamari, and that's just a remaster. Man, I don't know. I'm sure I'll end up owning it when it's on sale. I just didn't really feel the need to buy it new. And to me, it feels like they already... Oh, so they did We Love Katamari, and then they did the remaster of 2, which I guess means we're going to get a remaster of the third one as well. I forget the names. They always have real clever names for them. Katamari, Damacy, We Love Katamari. I think it's the We Love Katamari is the one that came out recently. I don't know. I saw the Game Grumps playing it. No respawn clash? What the heck is this? I mean, no respawn. Yeah. Those games have a ton of personality. I mean, it's kind of hard to hate Katamari. Although I am curious why there isn't like a new one. I mean, those games can't be hard to make. And it would be fun to see Katamari with like, PS5 or, Xbox Series level graphics. I mean, I think that'd be cool to see. mean, not that they would probably do much other than make the characters, the textures look a little bit more realistic. Maybe the lighting, you know, a little, not so much all pre-baked lighting. That's good. I miss every single turbo strip. I'm really astounded how much better this looks versus the Series X version. I mean, it's just like much smoother. The colors pop more. I don't know what happened to that 360 version, other than it came out first. So maybe they're still fine-tuning a lot of things. They do a lot of patching of the game too, so maybe I should revisit it and see if they've improved the visuals as good as this one is, but I have my doubts. Of course, this game is still as hard as balls, so every victory you have, you earn. There's no rubber banding, so I mean, if the other racers are ahead of you, I mean, there's no catch-up. You just gotta work for it. Which is the way it should be. I mean, I don't mind the Mario Kart rubber banding for a game like that. But these games should be hard. And I'm only playing in third person on this game because some of those jumps, the ones where you're off the ground for quite a while, they're nearly impossible to play in cockpit mode. At least if you're only playing for the first 2 or 3 times you're playing a track and haven't learned it. Even in third person, in this chase cam, it can be a little unpredictable, how to face the camera so that you see what the track is, because the camera also pans up when you pan up. Pharaoh X. It gotta look like F-Zero X for a minute. I was like, really? Nintendo will never make another F-Zero. God, those guys suck sometimes. A Fuji Battle Reverse. No, definitely not totally in love with Nintendo. It's like, I like Pikmin, but I would take an F-Zero over Pikmin. We haven't heard about a new Mario. I mean, since launch we got the last Mario. And we're getting a Zelda before we get a Mario. But I guess maybe they'll save that for the next system. In which case, it better launch with Mario then. That Mario movie made a ton of money. It's like the second highest grossing animated movie. Only the frickin' Lion King remake. Although Disney calls that a live action movie, which I'm just like, what? Where was there ever any live action in that Lion King remake? I mean, the whole thing is CG. It doesn't matter if it looks realistic. Ain't no real lines in that movie. I mean, it even beat out Frozen, which I really didn't think another animated movie would beat Frozen out. Outside of that Lion King movie. And that one's still kind of a mystery to me why it was so popular. But, oh well. People enjoyed it, you know. Good for them. So yeah, better bring out some damn Mario game. Yeah, at least another Captain Toad. I mean, if you can't be arsed to give me Mario. They did Luigi's Mansion 3. You can squeeze another Mario out of there somewhere. Oh my god, I'm sucking this. This track is harder than it looks. I mean, what? We got follow-ups to Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. We even got a new Wii Sports. That's craziness. Got a Metroid remaster. Who knows about Metroid Prime 4? All they need is like a new Punch Out or something, just something wacky out of the catalog. Then Sony has Spider-Man 2, which I don't know. I know everybody else is totally hyped for that, but I just saw the first Spider-Man game and Miles Morales. I was like, well, that's not that much different. I think that's good for most people. But I think that whole Arkham City Spider-Man formula is kind of getting to me. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo has new leadership. You know, the Iwata era is much different than this new guy. What Kinemishu, something like that. To be honest with you, I think I like the new Nintendo more. I mean, I love the Iwata era too, but I think these new guys are willing to try a little harder, you know, to win their audience back. Okay, one more race, I swear. Once you start playing this game, you just want to play it all day. But yeah, I got to put some time into these other games. I think I want to do that weird horror game, that French one. That pixel art one. The name escapes me right now. Apparently the ending is quite interesting. Ah, jeez. What the heck? Oh, man. I mean, what we played already was pretty bizarre. But thankfully, that's a game that, you know, we can finish in under a week. I know, if my mind wasn't somewhere else, I could think of the name. Diablo 4 comes out too, which I'm not really into Diablo anymore, but that's like super exciting for a lot of people. I see people playing it on Twitch. And it's just like, oh, well, that looks exactly like Diablo 3. I'm like, hooray! At least with Tears of the Kingdom, you know, that 6-year development cycle, you can see what they poured into it. I mean, it shows on the screen and in gameplay. Diablo 4 comes out, you know, after whatever, what, 7 or 8 years, whatever the development time is, and it looks like just the old game. New character classes. I'm like, okay, well, that could have just been an expansion. New lighting model. I'm like, okay, great. The whole game is dark anyway. More randomly generated dungeons. More innocuous names for items. But I guess maybe I'm being too cynical about it. Maybe that thing is like super awesome. I just don't see it when I watch people play it. Oh, we got Tengu, new loadout. Oh, is there only one more in the series? Ah, well, there's just one more in the series. Let's see what it's about. Good thing about a racing game is that the race is only a few minutes.
Lava, fire, boiling steam. Repeat.
Oh, I think this is a DLC track about like all the race packs.
Are now commemorated in the glorious Chamber of Giants for giving
Wow.
countless lives to tame this fiery hell. They've certainly earned their reputation as grumps, but don't try to fool an IO citizen or a Behemoth fan. Get ready for flames, steam, and lots of overheating.
That's like every Saturday night. Ugh. Oh crap. Okay. Learn the track. Forget overheating. How about collision? Oh, really? Oh, damn. Okay. Wow, it's like expert level track. I didn't think we'd get here that soon. Okay, we're gonna have to restart this. There's no way I'm getting this on the first lap. Poor landing, what are you talking about? The trap was like perpendicular to me. How the hell do I land on a track like that? Oh my god, this track is crazy. Oh, okay. You can clip on the rocks too. I see. What is this track? I'll have to figure out what we're gonna play tomorrow for Retro Sunday. I got a couple more NES games. I thought about doing some crappy PS1 games too, the not actual classics games. I just got a copy of that piece of crap Steel Harbinger. Thought it'd be fun to play. Or Codename Tenka. A lot of us have good memories of the PlayStation 1, but yeah, man, that system had just so many junk games too. Junk games by good companies. I mean, I think Codename Tenka was like Psygnosis. No! Damn! Wow. Holy crap. This track is out of control, man. Ah. Oh, I lost it. 73% of the way through. Oh, jeez. This is more like a boss rush, boss track than a regular track. Okay, I can see why this is the last in the series. It was like an extreme jump in difficulty, though. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time learning this track. It's got a lot of gotcha turns. And then the times when you have to launch off the track and there's no railing on either side is gonna take some learning for sure. Oh my god, the track is punishing. I only got third because the fourth place racer destroyed the craft. Ugh, my gosh. Okay, as much as I want to keep playing, we'll stop it there for this one. This is audap watching Redout II, running on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, highly suggest it. It is a tough game, so if you're not used to like a racer being extremely punishing, then it may be a little bit of put off. But if you push your way through, you'll kind of learn the ins and outs of how the handling is done, and the tracks I think are still quite doable, even though they can be pretty difficult. But yeah, check it out. Certainly better than the Xbox Series version. Obviously not as good as a PC version, but if you don't have a gaming PC, then this is the next best thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.